So we're gonna actually go ahead and jump right into it here. That. So we actually had a little bit of a problem. The trimmer was not working. So what I actually had to do was I had to take apart the head, and the spring that actually holds it in was out of place. So I actually had to reposition the blade. I thought it was a little weird when the blade seemed like it was floating, but I thought maybe that was part of the design. So small little hiccup, but let's go ahead and try and see what we got going on now. Okay, so obviously you're not gonna get, you know, it's just like a trimmer. You're not gonna get down the skin. Turn here so you guys can kind of see what we're doing here. So you can kind of see it actually does really good as far as buzzing the hair off. This is nothing against the Freedom Grooming. It is just my inability to do this on my own. I would advise you never, ever, if you shave your head, let it get that long and try and do that. It's nothing against their product, it's just the sole fact that it's a giant pain in the ass. So next up, we're gonna exfoliate. Well, we'll probably do this after too. Feels pretty nice, not gonna lie. It doesn't feel like it's doing much, it's just like a little brush, but. Then next is the massager. Oh, I like that, that's good, I like that. That actually feels pretty good on the scalp too. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to do, but it's supposed to like relax the scalp maybe. That way it doesn't like cause like major breakouts or anything. But I can dig this. We'll probably do this afterward too. Alright, then what we'll do is we'll jump right into the dry shaving half of the head. We'll do, like I said, we'll do a couple swipes. Maybe we'll even finish half of it, we'll see here. And then we'll do the other half with the cream. So, my initial thought, it's not snagging anything. It feels pretty good. There's no hair snagging, so that's nice. Kind of show you what we're doing here. So we'll do a couple like side swipes like this, and then we'll also rotate. If we rotate like that, that'll work pretty nice. I feel like the center head doesn't flex around your skull very much. Like maybe it's missing some spots with it, but other than that, it's obviously not, it's not razor smooth. It's not gonna be. It's not a straight blade. See what we can do on the back here. The back's a little longer because, like I said, it's difficult to kind of get the trimming in there. So we'll do a lot of rotating here in the back. So for being as small as it is, it does feel like it has a small motor. It's cutting really good. And if I do this, you know, like every 2 days where my hair is not a Brillo pad at that point, then I'll be done in just a few minutes. Okay, so dry shaving, obviously there's no hair mess other than when I was doing the trimmer. So obviously we know it's all inside here. So let's kind of take a look here. You know how that looks. It feels pretty smooth actually. So I do like that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go all out here. Let's grab some of this pre-shave oil. We'll get a couple little drips here. We'll rub that on our head. Just gonna rub it all over my head. Why not? So that'll kind of moisten that up a little bit. Now we're gonna grab the shaving cream here. So this guy. Oops. I literally just dumped the lid all over my counter. That's alright, that's alright. Alright, so prepare your skin or brush with warm or hot water before applying. So let's go ahead and turn the hot water on. Get the brush a little wet here. Never done that. Alright, so then we get a little bit on there. Remember, we already have that pre-shave oil too, so we already have that pre-shave oil on there, so we'll go ahead and lather up this sandalwood shave cream. Get a little bit here. We'll take a peek at the back half of our head. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing there. Alright, so now we have wet shave. So obviously we do know this is going to kind of cake up a little bit in the shaver. We do know that. But what I actually do before we do that though for you guys is we're going to pop the head off and we're going to open it up, see what it kind of looks like inside there, see if we need to like shake it out a little bit first here. So obviously, see it got a little bit of the hair in there. All you really got to do, the nice thing about dry shaving is that it's relatively painless with cleaning. So then we'll tap it out. The only reason we're doing that is because we just want to make sure we get the best experience we can on the wet shaving portion here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and wet now. So immediately with the wet, I actually feel a little bit of catching compared to when I dry. And obviously you see there too, that's getting pretty caked up. And we didn't even use a lot of the shaving cream. And I can hear the blades struggling. I can hear those struggling a little bit. Yeah, look at that. See that? So it's sucking in still. So I didn't use very much shave cream, and it seems like you need to use even less than I do. Now, I don't know how I feel about that, and we'll kind of get to that here in a minute. So if I constantly have to do that, then I feel like I'm gonna take more time shaving than I need to, if that makes any sense. Now, what we're gonna do is let's switch back to like exfoliating and massaging real quick. And then we'll kind of do, we'll do a comparison as far as the sides. So you see here, we're just kind of going through, relaxing our scalp a little bit with this. That just popped off. So apparently I might have been pushing, I'm probably pushing way too hard. I should probably just let it kind of, you know, walk on there. Yeah, that seems a little bit better. So I guess that's the one downfall of a non-twisting lock one, is that obviously if it's not twisted on there, it could have the tendency to just pop off, and that could break. We'll talk about that here in the final thoughts. So real quick here. Neither side seems smoother than the other as far as wet or dry, to me, in my personal opinion. Overall, my head feels pretty good. Let's get some final thoughts here as we put on the aftershave lotion here. Ooh. Get a little bit of that lotion on there, rub it in the hands. So some of my final thoughts here. I'll probably never use the clipper portion, I'll be honest there, just because it makes a giant mess, and I try to shave my head about every 2 days. This lotion feels really good afterward though. Shaving cream and pre-shave oil, if that's your cup of tea, go for it. For me, I dry shave, and the cleanup is much easier on the dry shave, and it's a lot less hassle in my personal opinion. I did go ahead and clean as well. A couple things on this. So it's a little concerning that one, obviously I want to let it set out to dry. Having this one, it's a small concern because it could get lost. The shaving head is pretty easy to open. It is plastic pieces though, so keep that in mind. That could be a little concerning as well as far as durability. Hooking up to the shaver, being a quick pop on, is kind of nice, but also kind of not. So it does have a key slot, and that key is the only way this actually pops in. The only concern I have, obviously, when I was using the massaging end, was that it popped off. So that's a little concerning, that of breakable pieces in that sense. I would prefer this to be a push on and twist to lock. I mean, I get that this whole head flexes and moves, but if it had like a twist lock on, that would be a big improvement on this. Obviously, if the shaving head popped off and completely came apart into 2 pieces and you could clean it that way, that would be a major improvement on this as well. As far as battery and charging, so obviously green means go. If it had a LED display on it that said the battery percentage so you knew how much you had left in it, that'd be great too. If they could tell you whatever the hell this was in the nomenclature that they send you, I'm assuming it's like a little, you know, detail trimmer here. Like if we kind of, yeah, so like it kind of takes care of that if I want to do that. It'd be nice to know what the hell it was. That's just my personal opinion. Exfoliator doesn't seem like it does like a whole lot because of what it is and how soft the bristles are, but that's okay. I'll probably continue to use it. The massager, better damn well believe I'm going to use that. That felt really good on the scalp, and I feel like it kind of relaxes any of the irritation that could come up with it. So that's really nice too. Like I said, this guy, personally for me, I would probably never really use it again. But that's just because, like I said, I shave every 2 days, so I don't really have a need for it. Maybe if I trim part of my neck up or part of like my cheeks whenever I'm cleaning up my beard in between going to the barber shop, possibly. Let's give this guy a shot. I didn't show that off at all, so let's just go ahead and pop this on. Thing I don't like about rotary nose trimmers is that I feel like they constantly snag and grab. But I will tell you this, compared to most rotary nose hair trimmers, that doesn't snag nearly as bad. So good on them for that. That's kind of nice. It'd be nice because if I'm shaving my head, I can just kind of do everything all at once instead of grabbing 5 different things in order to do everything. Obviously, like I said, shaving cream, pre-shave oil. If that's your cup of tea, these smell really good and they feel really nice. I dry shave, so I don't need it. This lotion, my head feels great after it, honestly. I do recommend that lotion. Smells good and I enjoy that as well. That's really nice. The applicator obviously is very soft, very nice. Like I said, if wet shaving's your thing, perfect, works great. Not for me. So next steps, we're gonna use this for a month solid. We'll come back. Next video will be talking about a month in review, and that's kind of how we'll go with it. So overall, unboxing, really clean setup. Everything's packaged really nicely. First shave, obviously we just talked about it. Overall, it's pretty good, it's pretty solid. We'll see how I feel in a month once I can really kind of put it through the ringer and see how it does. So, as always guys, thanks for hanging out, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, if you want, you can go ahead and like the video, hit that subscribe button to be notified for when I do more review videos. And I'm gonna give you the honest, transparent review on everything we do. So as always guys, thanks for stopping by and have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next video.